Well, folks, we're back with Valentine, and he's in Hawaii, and he has his Hawaiian shirt on, and I have the closest shirt that I have to an Hawaiian shirt. And he's going to talk today about speaking your truth, which I wish we would all learn to speak only the truth. Go ahead, Valentine.
Yes, aloha, and that came. I'm in Molokai, and I'm in the purity of the quietness and the primitive time, where it's beginning of time with all the animals, and everything speaks to you. God speaks to you at night with the stars, what we call this, like the planetary, like just these beaming lights that you see. But I see them as cosmic energies coming down with rainbows at night. We see flashes of light, but they're all planets like suns, little suns in the air at night. So everything speaks to you here. I mean, the presence is so silent, and you hear everything.
I'll bet because it's so dark, if you're not surrounded by cities and city lights and traffic and everything else. So I imagine you have a much more holistic view, if you will, that you can really see the sky and see everything that's up above you.
Oh my God! You feel like you're on your head's in the heavens. your feet, your whole temple's in the heavens. Yeah, you just feel so like in awe of the whole cosmic universe when you look at night. Yes. The heavens.
See, I'm not a night person, although I am a morning person, and I get up before the sun every day. I mean, I can always see the sunrise, and where I'm living now, I can actually look right out and see the sun coming up because my window faces east.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'll tell you, if you were out here and if you like the water, I mean, it's complete. Where I'm at, it's like the Blue Lagoon. I just got back from the Blue Lagoon, like Brooke Shields, you know the movie Brooke Shields, right?
Yeah.
I'm very hidden out where I can go and be totally in inner silence and peace. Might meet one person or two people. That's it. Nobody's there. It's just you and the universe.
Basically a secluded beach.
Secluded beach with the monk seal, with all the incredible Hawaiian fish. It's like you're in an aquarium, but you're a free spirit. You're in the ocean with them. They don't come and attack you. We attack these beautiful creatures. It's like I become like a merman. Mermaids, like, you know, women, merman. They're just beautiful. They don't come and attack us. They just look at you and you flow with them. You know?
Yeah.
Of course, they know in the nature, the monk seal comes, they're looking for him, and they'll certain seafood, you know, to survive. But when you're with the humans are in their ocean. We're visiting in the ocean. They don't attack us.
Yeah.
They're at one. They're at one.
So you're speaking your truth right now. One with the nature and with the ocean and with the island.
Yes. And the deer show up while I'm walking into this Blue Lagoon with the deer show up, the turkeys show up, the wild turkeys, as I'm making my way to the beach and all. And then the deer look at me. Then the peacocks yesterday jump up, and not many people see the peacocks. And the people that live here, you have peacocks? I haven't seen peacocks. They've been here a long time. You know, they're very spiritual peacocks. They're very, I mean, you know, the wild turkeys, they're all in harmony. They have the inner knowing, the silence. They're in silence, and they go by sound and light. So they're very like alive, and they sense things, and they sense you. Like I said with the water, I mean, how could you not swim with these amazing creatures in the water? Even the monk seals don't even bother you. They just go to sleep, and they just hang out on the beach, whatever. If you swim with them, they want to play with you in the water. The monk seal. They're not looking to get tangled up with you. They want to play. And the other fish come by when you're in the water and you're harmony with your vibration. I've noticed that, Ron. If your vibration, I have the whole animal kingdom come out like the Lion King here. They're all coming to me to feed them and everything. I swear it's unbelievable. They're all coming out because they feel comfortable. I'm not hunting them. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in keeping in harmony. And they're coming out of the woods. They're coming everywhere just to visit me. People don't, the peacocks come right up to the home. They don't do that. Wild turkeys don't come up. They stay away from humans and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because they shoot them away.
Yeah, speaking of humans, you know, it's important for me and for a lot of our listeners to speak the truth on the human level. It's great to connect with nature, but how do we transform society so that we can tear down the walls and build bridges to each other, to speak our truth without arguing with each other and being contentious? Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, Ron, because I really prayed about it, about the awakened ones are to shine their light bright. They have the knowledge, the shamans, the yogis, the kahunas, kapunas, the elders. They have the knowledge and all. I believe the people need to join together that are awakened, to keep shining their light and to help in the communities and bring that positive light with supporting your community. I'll give you an example. I'm here on Molokai. How they support their community, I'm glad you brought that up, is they have a prayer tent. They don't have the church, whatever. They go into the town. There's a fireman, and the wife is involved with many things with the community. They go down, they have a table, and they say hello to the community every day. If people need prayer, they need to talk, they need to counsel, they're there at a table underneath the tree with their trucks, available for people for whatever they need in the community, emotionally, physically, or spiritually, to help them. And I was so blessed to be with them, and the doors opened up. While I was with them, I said, I know Pastor Lucky. Oh, Uncle Lucky. You know, he's the Uncle Lucky. They just like brought me in like family. And then they know the people where I'm staying. They're like, they've been here 43 years. Your family. I mean, they opened up and said, we want to show you the island. That's what we need to do. On a certain day, you know, he's a fireman. He has 24 hours, right? His name's Hanalei. He loved your video when he goes, boy, Ron knows what he's doing. I like what Ron's saying with you, Valentine. He really loved what you're saying. And he's a local brother, but he's lit up for this. Yeah, he's a local brother. He understands. He said, this is very interesting. I didn't know you're going to be speaking about things like what you are, about God's work, about the Lord's work.
Well, I mean, my vision has long been to somehow figure out a way that we can bring peace to our brothers and sisters and stop the fighting over which religion is the best or whatever. It doesn't matter if we love one another.
Right. And it goes back to what I spoke about. You said, if you're going to get to the diamonds of love, the heart, I believe that our hearts are the key to the opening of that divine love or intervention for people to start to understand that we have emotions, feelings, and we need to work through it. You know, you have a meltdown, you melt through it. You got to go through it. You got to do your work.
Yeah, so much of spiritual teaching is about denial and avoidance. And, you know, that doesn't resolve the issues. It just suppresses everything.
Yes, exactly.
You're right. Working through it is the key.
Working through it. But can you imagine in all our towns, Molokai, they have all the churches and everything lined up and all, but you see a fireman just dedicating their time. You're seeing a woman that's been here with families and know the whole island and just willing to come down every afternoon to say hello to these people on their island, and whoever comes into town, please, need prayer, need help in any way, need guidance, need counsel. That's what we need all around the planet. in order
Yes,
to
we
unite our
do.
brothers and sisters. We really do. I don't care if it's under a tree, a coconut tree. I don't care if it's a neem tree. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's an oak tree. I think that, you know, the shade, because people need shade. It gets very hot.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have an acorn fall on my head than a coconut.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a joke.
Yeah, so yeah, well, that's good. Well, I have 2 squirrels that'll come and get the acorn. I have 2 statues of squirrels to get your acorn. Yeah, so that's good. No, the coconut, you gotta be really careful.
Let me ask you something. How I know you're more or less in an area that's not where the house that you're in, that's isolated from the community. It's not right in the heart of the town or anything. How close is the town?
The close to town is about an hour.
An hour?
Minutes to an hour.
Is that driving or walking? Driving?
Yeah.
Wow.
The resorts about, yeah, they call it the resorts. I mean, you know, these are places near the water. I would say within 20 minutes to a half hour, depending if you know where to go, right? But where I go to the beach and everything, it's very close by, very hidden out. And I'm so blessed that the fishermen come one side of the ocean, right? And the fishermen go, very dangerous. Don't go in those waters. They had a fishing contest. And they said, oh, we're coming from town. And they got all their tents and everything. I go, what are you doing? Well, they're an hour away to town. So they stay there and do the fishing contest. I told them I'm from Maui. And they said, hey, if you really want to go, and only because they knew I was from Maui and I'm from the area, this is a very sacred blue lagoon that they don't share this with. This is a sacredness of their land. They're very careful of what they share. And it should be. It should be in a healing way. You know, the people be guided. Those that seek it shall find it, Ron?
Yes. So besides making videos with me, do you have any other way? What other ways do you connect with the greater world outside of Hawaii or beyond, or even within Hawaii? I don't care. I mean, what?
No, because because I'll tell you, people are calling me. Like my friend Scotty, I told him, I said, look, I want to set up a corporate account with one of the airlines. I don't want to mention their name because they didn't get back to me. Molokai, I'll say their name, but then maybe you need to listen to it. They said, oh, supervisor's going to call you. And I said, I can't get any connection up here. I want to get a corporate account. My sweetheart's coming over, Maria, which you'll be speaking to in the right time, right?
Okay.
So she's Polish. She's a hairdresser. They don't have any hairdressers here in Molokai. They have two shops.
Well, I have a friend named Maria who's a hairdresser.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
yeah.
You're gonna have to talk story. Yeah, Maria. So Maria said, "Oh, I'm gonna be they're gonna retire the shop, whatever. I'll fly back and forth, and I'll help the elders. She loves the elders and helping the women, the men. They come from all around the world in Maui to see her. All their doesn't matter, their condominiums, the places, the ownerships they have. They come see her especially.
Wow.
Yeah? And yeah, especially in Maui.
It's like a magnet.
It's a magnet over there. So, but Molokai needs help with that. Every time I talk to him, even the guy before I came, oh, there's no hairdressers here. I said, well, we have top psychologist hairdresser, and her name's Maria, and I'm bringing her on the island. I'm going to see what opens up. We might open a shop. We might open an opportunity just to fly in and out. So when I was saying about Molokai, I said, look, I want to get a corporate account because I want to open up a foundation called the Diamonds of Love to help people come on the island. Well, because they're in the world, they didn't follow through and call back. But I got a call from California from my brother. His name's Scotty, and he's connected with God and the Holy Spirit. He goes, Valentine, how can I help you? He goes, he's an evangelist. When he heard about the prayer tent and all, he says, I'm coming to Molokai. He says, I'm getting my scheduled all thing. I'm going to come and I'm going to help you. Whatever you need to do, we'll go and help the people. we'll pray with the prayer tent. We'll go and meet the people. I'll show you the island, whatever you want to do. Now, this is after the call. I said, God, you got to send me somebody to get a corporate account. He goes, don't worry, we'll work on the corporate account. I work with airplanes and everything. The guy from Molokai, actually, I'm going to talk about it with Father Damien. I want to talk about this. I was up on the mountain run with Father Damien.
Now, Father Damien, is he like a Catholic priest?
Yeah, he was anointed for the diseases they call leprosy on the island. I was
wow.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about this. So Scotty goes to me, I saw an airplane come in. He says, my buddy, he's in Florida. He owns his hotel now. He flew for 30 years. I'll talk to him and see how we can fly in and go see Father Damien. Instead of going down the mules and all, I said, we're getting up there in age, We've done our days, going on the mules and on the tracks. We don't need to do that. We're going to fly in and we're going to say hello to Father Damien, what he was anointed with. I'll tell you, I was up on the top. I wanted to send pictures to you last week to prepare for this video about Father Damien. It is the most hidden place in the world and so sacred, brother. Your heart in the forest, when you go on top, I'm telling you, your heart just opens with this love, this protectiveness of people that had leprosy. There are 30 cases. They have 10 cases now, and they're going to eliminate it. This has been going on for years, since the 1800s. They've had this with the leprosy, and now they have people flown in. You can fly in. They have all their rules and all that. And I said, look, I just felt the presence there, just being on top like an eagle, you being in this human body. It was such a beautiful day. I had all these pictures, and the people around me, I wanted the pictures sent to you for this video. It was so touch and run. I don't know if you know anything about Father Damien, about the leprosy.
I've never heard that before. That's you're sharing something for the first time in my ears.
Oh, people around the world know that they call him a saint. They put up Saint Damien. They have it in.
Well, I know there's good people in all of the religions, and also there's charlatans in much of it too.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's
but
the mixed bag.
Yes. But Father Damien went in, and people have to look up about Father Damien. They could get into it. They could Google it and everything. And I'm sure you want to talk about other things also. But I'll tell you, the people are so receptive. When I went into town, when you said an hour away, the people have been here 43 years said to me, how did you meet him? I got his name's Dolphin. He's a hunter. Nobody meets him right away. Come on. What do you got? And then the prayer kind of like goes, oh, Dolphin? Well, I'm going to take you on the island, but I can't take you in he's a hunt. He knows the medicine. He knows how to go in the rainforest. I mean, he goes deep into the forest and everything. And how did you meet him? Well, God opened the door, the presence. And the people, he kept eyeing me up and down. I'm in the health store, right? And then the families have a health store here. Then they have a place where you could have lunch right next door to the health store. So they have many, like a cafe, right? And they go, oh, she writes everything in the book all about her family, the family members, because they welcome you into like a country, like you're out in the country. Like everyone says hi to you or waves to you. When I go out the door, or you go on the high, everyone waves to you. Like when I was in Virginia in the beginning, they wave to you. They live on the island. They don't have to wave. They're welcoming you. You go by in the car. There's nobody there. They figure, well, I might as well say hi. Who's the next neighbor of mine? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've actually been places where people that were total strangers waved to me like they knew me, and I thought, I don't know that person, but they waved, and that's actually a very positive thing. You're acknowledging the other person. You don't always have to know them, although it's foreign to my practice and my way of thinking normally.
Yeah. So, the healing and the response that I'm getting is welcome me up to the island. I mean, who offers to you at the prayer tent after you spend time with them a half hour and then says to you, I'll take you on the whole island. I'll take you and your sweetheart. I'll take you all around from one part of the island to the other. We'll put some things together in a cooler, and I'll take you to where these beautiful presence of Molokai is. You know, these beautiful hidden spots. You know, the beauty, the love and the beauty and the people. You know, but they want it like I said. I don't know if I mentioned to you. There's maybe 5,000 people and 10,000 deer. So we're concerned about the deer taking over the island, and we have to do something about that. I'm going to talk about that when the time's right.
Well, I have some relatives. I don't know if they still do, but they were deer hunters. But they're from Pennsylvania, so they're not going to come to Hawaii to hunt deer.
No,
but they love venison. I mean, and they didn't just kill for sport. They would eat. They would have the deer butchered and make lots of meals out of it, and share it with neighbors and stuff like that.
Yes, and the thing is that the hunter, why I brought up Dolphin, his name's Dolphin, and you wouldn't think he doesn't look like a dolphin. He looks like a real, I mean, we're talking a He-Man. You know, he's works with, has his own business, right? And he goes to church and prays to God. He's going to be with me on Sunday with the refrigerator, and I guess he got called in the wilderness, whatever, right? And he said, oh, you have to help your neighbor. This is what he said when I told him the refrigerator went out. We got to help your neighbor. I go, I'll be there at 6 in the morning. You know, 6:30, I'll be there. I'll call you at 6, and I know about electricity and everything. Something came up for him, but at least the support was there.
Right.
You know, you're out in the wilderness here. No, there's no one going to help you if you don't know anybody. You know, I know the people, and the people go to me, how did you know him? I go, well, he knows electric and all. And he said, be careful with the breakers. So I because it was still going, but if you don't know what you're doing,
you could get electrocuted.
Yeah, you could get, he said, don't touch that. So I said, okay, we'll get the coolers, get the ice. My neighbor, you know, I put the word out, and the people little by little came. Peter came with the ice, with the cooler, like a fisherman's cooler. We're not talking about a beach cooler or a small cooler. We're talking one that put fish in it, or, you know, all your scuba gear and stuff. He says, I don't need it. I don't need it. He got ice from his home. I can't get out because the guy's coming to help me with the refrigerator. I can't get out. So the people came, you know, and then I had the firemen call as a support. Hanalei, the prayer tent. Hey, I'm checking in with you. You know, is everything working out with the refrigerator? That's what we're supposed to do, is reach our brothers and sisters, be of service, be of help to one another.
It's interesting that the more densely populated areas that we live in, the less connection we have with others.
Yes.
It's very ironic in that sense.
I'm glad you pointed that out, because it's getting like that in all, like you said, in Florida, in Los Angeles, New York. When I was in New York, they said, where are you from? California? Nobody's nice like this in New York. In New Jersey. I was in the park and I asked the person a question, right? Because I engage with people. My husband said that you're from California. I said, no, I'm actually here from Madison, New Jersey. There's no way. People aren't, you know what? Their hearts aren't open like yours, like that in New Jersey, New York. You got to be from somewhere. I convinced my husband that you were definitely from Southern, you know, you were from out west in California. I said, no, I'm not. I grew up here. Oh, but then you're very unusual. This is unusual. You're talking to my child. You're talking, my husband's fishing. I opened his heart. That's what happens. You open people's hearts. They're like, where are you from? I'm from different parts of the world, but I grew up here. You know, I traveled, but my heart's open to touch hearts, to touch those souls, to touch the life force. I love to engage with people. Don't you, Ron? You engage when you're interviewing.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes, very much. And I like to be part of groups where there's open discussion as well, where you can actually get to know people and stuff like that. I find that some groups, though, want to limit the conversation to only the subjects that they approve of.
Right. That's why I'm more free-spirited, and so are you. That's why we're doing what we're doing, Ron. Exactly. So I go to people, it's like, oh, boy, he's very, ooh, I don't know what to do with this. It's like a sun coming at me. I don't know what to do. He's a very bright. I don't know. He's very, engaging with me. Well, I want to see how present you are. I want to see how alive you are. I want to see, what are your gifts that you're doing in the world? When I ask people, what do you do? Oh, people go, oh, I'm a nurse, but I'm very private. I go, come on. And the other guy's a local guy, and he goes, oh, I have my pen and thing out. Oh, I'm not going to. Yes, we do. We need to write things down. We need to communicate to one. I engage with people. Your gifts. What are you doing to make a difference in the world? I've been local 27 years, and I don't go and push people away and go like that. That's not growing. I was with the elders, and they know this. In 1997, with all the elders from the island, I want to speak to everyone around the world about this. The elders came out from all over the islands into Maui. Of all the islands, 60 elders. They call them kahunas kapunas. And they needed a healing themselves because they have so many people that have so much emotional issues that they don't have time to even take time for themselves to clear themselves. So I came in as a catalyst. Oh, they thought it was going to be someone in their suit, which I told you I've been Hawaiian before. That will come, in another level. I have a Hawaiian guide around me, a big, strong man around me, guide, and I have Christ as a guide and Mother Mary as a guide, for the children. And Christ is on my left-hand shoulder wherever I go. A woman in Palm Springs said to me, do you realize that Christ is actually on your left-hand shoulder when you go see your father? He's on your left-hand shoulder when you see, and your father knows who you are now. So my father wasn't open. People aren't open. For 30 years, he said, I thought you made it up. I thought you made it up the whole time. I had no idea. Meaning this gift of sight.
Right.
People in the world do the same thing. They say, oh, I don't know. I didn't know that you have this ability. Like you have 1 foot in the earth, 1 foot in the heavens, right? And when you're heavenly connected, people are going, whoa, wait a minute. Let's talk about the grounded stuff. Well, we need to stay with earth and heaven, keep the connection, right?
2 more minutes to the half hour.
Okay. And the kitty came up. Now the kitty wants to be loved while we're doing this. This is Fu Chao, the Chinese master here.
But don't let the kitty knock over the camera.
No, I won't. But it just won't. It won't. It's so lovable, right? That it just wants to let you know that I'm here, feeling the energy while I'm talking to you. You'll see it come in, but I'm trying not to think. She'll just be all over me.
Yeah.
So now getting back to what we're talking about, Ron, that point, people don't know how to unite together. I really believe I was like this. They don't know how to communicate. And it really got me upset. I said, Lord, I go, now send me the people that want to unite. So then on my trail back, the 2 women show up. Oh, hi, how are you? Her name's Mary. And she's like, oh, sure, no problem. You meet the right souls on the path you need to. Her and the other one, her name is Susan, right? And they're retired, they might be working, but they're taking care of things here, for people, right? They're flown in from different parts of the world just to take care of things for people on the island, to help out, right?
Yeah, I wish that all of our societies would get back to helping one another and speaking only the truth. No more, we're tired of lies.
Yes, exactly. And I think that what's happening, I was going to talk about this with the visions and all. I was shown the information that It is. And the work that you're doing is very valuable, Ron. People don't realize you're ahead of your time, what you're doing. But the elders, like I said, Hanalei spoke up and said, boy, that's very interesting what Ron's doing with you. And what Ron said, he's very tuned in. He knows what's going on, you know?
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And I do like to, as I said, keep the videos. I know there's many more videos that we're going to be able to do and many more subjects that we're going to be able to address. But I appreciate your message about speaking your truth and sharing some of your story with us. And hopefully this will inspire people to get out of our shells more and open up to one another. Because that's what it's really all about.
Well, people don't even know how to hug one another. They look at you. I tell you, I had such grounded people in Denmark, just like here in Molokai. I mean, they'll wave to you and all that. You try to hug somebody out of nowhere and be receptive to you and go, whoa. When you hug somebody, you're becoming one with the soul. You're becoming one with your brothers. You're recognizing, saying, I see you. Like namaste, you would say.
Right.
I see you. The God within me greets the God within you.
Exactly.
That's what I do to greet people. Where is it? I go right through that. I go right through the barriers. If people don't want to hug, I still hug them and they open up. Believe me, I'll go right through because that's what we're missing. Even if it's with the hand, the touch, the love, I mean, to reach out with your hand and your hand to hand together, you can't hug the person, whatever it is that you can come in unity with.
Yeah, I think touch is really important. And anyway, again, I'm trying to limit the timing because I've learned, I know when I get really long videos, I don't want to sit and watch a long video. But anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to make this video about speaking your truth. And I'm sorry, we had a little bit of a confusion on what time we were supposed to start this. But it's all coming out good. And I thank you and look forward to the next one, which will be in a week or two from now.
That'll be wonderful, Ron.
Okay.
That'll be such a blessing. It's so wonderful to see you and to share this time. And with the audience, I hope if it touches someone, regards to hugging someone, touching someone, smile, just a smile, happiness.
Well, I would put your Facebook page on so people could communicate with you, except I noticed you haven't used your Facebook page in a number of years.
Yes. Well, no, what it is that people are reaching me more through the Valentine Maui at Gmail because I'm hidden out. I can't even get onto Facebook.
Yeah.
I had people handling that for me. Somehow it's closing down Facebook for some reason, and for me to do the videos with you.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did, and thank you very much, Valentine. I appreciate it, and till next time, aloha.
Aloha to you, and live from Molokai in the rainbows. Actually, I saw a rainbow today. The first rainbow on Molokai since I've been here for 3 weeks. I'll be here for 3 months plus.
Okay. Rainbows are good.
Rainbows are good. Yeah. Rainbow opened up.
Yep.
Sea to sea.
Bye.
Golden light, brother. Christ light.
Yep.